The collapse of the communist bloc headed by the Soviet Union in the early 1990s marks a failure of communism after almost a century. However, the CCP unexpectedly survived and still controls China, a nation with 1/5 of the world's population. No one in today's China, including the party members, believes in communism. After 50 years of socialism, the CCP has now adopted private ownership and even has a stock market. It seeks foreign investment to establish new ventures while exploiting workers and peasants as much as it can. This is completely opposite to the ideals of communism. The leopard has died, but its skin is still left. Today's CCP only has its skin left. The CCP inherited this skin and uses it to maintain its rule over China. What is the nature of the skin inherited by the CCP? That is, the very organization of the CCP. Although the Communist Party has never called itself a religion, it matches every single trait of a religion. At the beginning of its establishment, it regarded Marxism as the absolute truth in the world. It piously worshipped Marx as its spiritual god and exhorted people to engage in a lifelong struggle with the goal of building a communist heaven on earth. When talking about religion, people think of churches, temples, and pulpits. The church of the CCP is all levels of the party committee. The pulpit ranges from party meetings to all the media controlled by the CCP. Religions have doctrines. The CCP doctrine is comprised of Marxism-Leninism, as well as Mao Zedong's ideology, Deng Xiaoping's theory, Jiang Zemin's three represents, and the party constitution. Religions have initiation rites. Upon joining the CCP, there is also a ceremony in which oaths are given, pledging loyalty to the CCP forever. Religions have priests and abbots. The CCP has party secretaries and staff in charge of party affairs on all levels. Religions worship God. The CCP destroyed the names of all gods, allowing religions to only worship and believe in God under its leadership, and then established itself as an unnamed God. Religions have preaching. In the CCP, there are all sorts of meetings and leaders' speeches. The CCP worship of their leaders outdoes the religious hymns praising God. Religions ask for donations. The CCP collects compulsory membership fees and takes money from the national budget for the party use. In religion, there is disciplinary punishment. The CCP has party discipline ranging from house arrest, investigation, expulsion from the party, to deadly torture. We can see that the CCP is similar to religion, but it is significantly different from the traditional orthodox religions. The Communist Manifesto, which sets forth the guiding principles for the Communist Party, has a very famous passage towards the end. The Communists don't like to conceal their views and aims. They openly declare that their ends can be attained only by the forcible overthrow of all existing social conditions. Let the ruling classes tremble at a communistic revolution. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win. When this specter of the Communist Party came to this world, it came with a chilling mission: use violence to openly challenge human society, to smash the old world, to eliminate private ownership, to eliminate the character, independence, and freedom of the bourgeoisie, to eliminate exploitation, to eliminate families, and to let the proletarians govern the world. This political party, which openly announced its desire to beat, smash, and rob, not only denies that its point of view is evil, but also declares self-righteously in the Communist Manifesto that the communist revolution is the most radical break with traditional relations. No wonder that its development involved the most radical break with traditional ideas. Where do traditional thoughts come from? According to the atheist's law of nature, traditional thoughts come naturally from the laws of nature and society. They are the results of systematic movements of the universe. According to those who believe in God, however, human traditions and moral values are given by God. Regardless of their origin, the most fundamental human morality, behavioral norms, and standards of judging good and bad are relatively stable, and they have been the basis for regulating human behavior and maintaining social order for thousands of years. If mankind lost the moral norms and standards for judging good and bad, wouldn't man degenerate into a beast? When the Communist Manifesto declares it will bring about the most radical break with traditional relations, it threatens the basis for the normal existence of human society. The Communist Party was bound to become an evil cult that brings destruction to mankind. All Orthodox religions believe in God and benevolence, and religion is to instruct humanity about morality and to save people's souls. The entire Communist Manifesto is permeated with extreme pronouncements, but not a bit of kindness and tolerance. Marx and Engels thought that they had found the law of social development through dialectic materialism. Hence, with their so-called truth in hand, they questioned everything and denied everything. They stubbornly imposed the illusions of communism on the people and did not hold back in advocating the use of violence to destroy existing social structures and cultural foundations. The Communist Manifesto had the effect of injecting into the newborn Communist Party a specter that opposes the laws of heaven, exterminates human nature, and appears arrogant, extremely selfish, and totally unconstrained. Orthodox religions all believe in God. They respect heaven and earth, and believe that man's power is limited. The CCP denies that there is a God, and does not believe in the soul or the spirit. Instead, this evil specter, the CCP, proclaims it is the only God and Savior of mankind. The actions of the CCP, from start to present, have been based upon class struggle, violent revolution, and the dictatorship of the proletariat without any moral constraint, stopping at no evil as long as the party cause requires it. They have resulted in the so-called communist revolution, full of blood and violence. The Red Terror under communism has lasted for about a century, bringing disaster to dozens of countries in the world and costing tens of millions of lives. The communist belief, one that created a hell on earth, is nothing but the vilest cult in the world. Marxism was a product of the initial period of capitalism, when productivity was low and science was underdeveloped. It didn't have a correct understanding at all of the relationships between humanity and society or humanity and nature. However, this heretical ideology, lacking in benevolence and tolerance, and filled with arrogance, was held up by the Communist Party as its religious doctrine and harmed the human world for over a century. From Lenin's theory of violence